Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It starts. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Handoff from the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Toss play to the running back going left. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's an option look. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it's good right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll test the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. Stopped after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The important third down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane. Pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Fights through the tackler. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 7, North Carolina 3.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line, it's Douglas. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play. 2nd
down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the running back takes the handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed to the running back. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The offense now operating in empty. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pre-snap motion from the offense. With the catch, it's Douglas.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they get the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
First down, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Caught over the middle. It starts. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Trying to find some room. It's Douglas. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And this one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up at the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after the completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Extending the play now. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Oh, and he can't hold on. Our first down screen is incomplete.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
Complete to tight end. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And there's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and his defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll give it to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Okay, it's third down after that run. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, North Carolina.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires this one deep middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught quickly. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for second down and very short now. They're going to run it here. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their 19. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands, it's Douglas. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. It's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They've been stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter.
LSU 7, North Carolina 6.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Third down play coming up. To try a field goal from here could be 55 yards. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Tar Heels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. It's a shotgun run call. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
And the field goal is good. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Third down after that running play. They'll give it to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, I'll be honest, I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
That's second down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, LSU. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So it's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And the tailback's got it again. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Tar Heels churn out another first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It starts.
Chris, you're only down one possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Gonna run it. It's Douglas. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, this guy knows what to do with the ball when it's in his hands. Nice job of catching it and then the run into the end zone to give them the 1-point lead. Now, under 2 minutes to go in the national title, fourth quarter, pretty obvious. You got to go for 2 to give yourselves potentially the 3-point lead.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll run it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. Looks like this one may be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Send the back in motion. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the fourth quarter, still a 1-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense, coming off a huge gain. Critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. He made it! A walk-off field goal to win a national championship. And that'll do it. You have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.